2022, as it appears the Indiana Fever may be making a move for another power forward. We have been waiting to see what's going to be the next domino to fall for the Indiana Fever, and this was just posted. Take a look. We have it right there.
The Indiana Fever front office has just sent a loud, unmistakable, and intimidating message to the rest of the Women's National Basketball Association. The days of targeting Caitlin Clark are over. Any player who tries to play dirty, deliver cheap shots, or physically challenge the league's biggest star will now have to deal with serious consequences. Reports suggest the Fever are bringing in Myisha Hines-Allen, a 6 feet 2 inches veteran forward, WNBA champion, and one of the most physical and relentless players in the game over the past decade. Pairing her with Sophie Cunningham, who has already shown a willingness to step in and defend her teammates in heated moments, transforms this roster into something far more than a typical team. This isn't just about talent anymore. It's about protection, identity, and dominance. The Fever are building a tough, defensive-minded core designed specifically to shield Clark and allow her to thrive without fear of constant physical targeting. With players who are willing to sacrifice, play aggressively, and even risk penalties to stand their ground, Indiana is creating a system where opponents must think twice before making any kind of statement. This move doesn't just strengthen the roster, it shifts the entire tone of the upcoming season, altering both the physical and psychological landscape of the league.
This isn't about big names, okay? This is about getting quality pieces that could fit into a role and help. She had a down year last year, but one thing Myisha Hines-Allen does, she brings toughness. It ain't gonna be no punking her. It ain't gonna be no bullying her. We need more we need a goon squad, okay? We already know a hit was sent out on Caitlin Clark. She was the most targeted player in the WNBA for the last 2 years. It's very, very obvious. Myisha Hines-Allen is...
For those unfamiliar with Myisha Hines-Allen, her resume speaks for itself. She was selected in the second round of the 2018 WNBA draft by the Washington Mystics and quickly proved her value. By just her second season, she played a key role in helping the Mystics secure the 2019 WNBA Finals title, the first championship in franchise history, contributing with physicality, toughness, and a willingness to embrace the gritty, unglamorous work that defines championship teams. In 2020, she broke out on a national level, earning all WNBA second-team honors with elite production, showcasing her ability to score through contact, stretch the floor with reliable shooting, dominate the boards, facilitate offense, and defend multiple positions. Over the next few years, she became a foundational piece for Washington before being traded to the Minnesota Lynx during the 2024 season, where she seamlessly fit into a system built on defensive grit under head coach Cheryl Reeve. Most recently, Hines-Allen signed with the Dallas Wings for the 2025 season, where she continued to demonstrate her value and versatility. In 40 appearances, including 20 starts, she averaged 7.6 points, 6 rebounds, and a career-high 2.9 assists in just 22 minutes per game, proving she remains an impactful presence in a competitive frontcourt. Known for elevating a team's toughness and intensity, she brings experience from some of the most demanding environments in the league. Now a free agent, she controls her next move, and the Indiana Fever, led by their front office including Amber Cox, have stepped in decisively to secure a player who can make an immediate difference.
While still being able, to build a team in the future for Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston as they come up on their max deals, okay? Myisha Hines-Allen, I think she's a good quality player. I'm not mad at this signing in the least bit, okay? I think Myisha Hines-Allen can definitely provide some strength, some toughness. At the end of the day, she's a dog, and we need dogs, okay? It's too many people that believe they can just...
Before breaking down how this move could elevate the Indiana Fever on the court, it's important to understand the deeper strategic reasoning behind it, something much of the mainstream media has overlooked. This offseason wasn't just about additions. It also came with a major loss. The Fever saw Natasha Howard, a co-defensive player of the year, depart for the Dallas Wings on a 3-year max deal, leaving a significant void in their interior defense. while bringing in Monique Billings helped restore some balance with her versatility and offensive contributions. There was still a clear and pressing need in the front court rotation, specifically for a forward who could bring physical dominance, defend strong post players, and provide lineup flexibility for head coach Stephanie White. That's where Myisha Hines-Allen becomes such a critical piece. At 6 feet 2 inches with a strong wingspan, she offers the ability to seamlessly play both power forward and center, giving Indiana much-needed defensive versatility. Offensively, her career 35% three-point shooting forces defenses to respect her spacing, especially when opponents collapse on Caitlin Clark, while her rebounding presence adds another relentless force on the glass. Her improved playmaking, highlighted by career-high 2.9 assists last season, also allows her to operate effectively in short-roll situations when Clark draws double teams. But beyond the stats, Hines-Allen brings an intangible edge, toughness, aggression, and a willingness to initiate contact rather than avoid it. She sets punishing screens, battles fiercely for rebounds, and introduces a physical tone that can fundamentally shift how opponents approach every possession from the opening tip.
Commitments and overpaying role players. Okay, the only long-term commitments they have is Caitlin Clark, Aliyah Boston, Lexi Hall now with a multi-year long-term deal. We want to keep her around. Okay, Monique Billings. Outside of that, they're not committing long-term to people, and I actually think that's good, because at the end of the day, that New York Liberty team, they have formed the Avengers, but you can stay competitive and give yourselves a puncher's chance while still being able, to build a team in the future for Caitlin Clark and Aliyah.
Myisha Hines-Allen brings a level of physicality and edge that directly addresses the Indiana Fever's biggest need. In the post, she defends with a strength and presence that can completely throw elite scorers off their rhythm, and when games turn physical or emotional, she's a type of player who steps up, confronts opponents, and sets the tone. That mentality is exactly what Indiana has been building toward all offseason. This is no longer just a high-scoring, highlight-driven team. It's becoming a tough, resilient unit that refuses to be pushed around, especially in hostile environments, and one that is fully committed to protecting its franchise centerpiece, Caitlin Clark. This potential move also isn't sudden or reactionary. It's been developing behind the scenes for quite some time. During the 2025 season, Kevin Pelton even floated a trade idea that would have sent Hines-Allen to Indiana, highlighting how natural fit has always been. That deal never materialized because the Dallas Wings weren't ready to part with her. But now, as an unrestricted free agent, the situation has completely changed. The Fever no longer need to give up assets. They simply need to make a compelling offer. And that pitch practically builds itself. Join a rising contender. Play alongside elite talent like Aliyah Boston, Kelson Mitchell, and Sophie Cunningham. And most importantly, share the court with Caitlin Clark, whose playmaking creates constant scoring opportunities. Add in a passionate home crowd and a team on the brink of a championship run, and Indiana becomes an incredibly attractive destination. At this stage of her career, landing in a stable, talented environment with legitimate title aspirations is exactly what Hines-Allen needs. But increasingly, this move feels like it's about more than just basketball.
I'm cool with bringing in Myisha Hines-Allen to be a part of the supporting cast, and at the end of the day, we need toughness, man. We know Sophie Cunningham's not going for anything. We watched Lexi Hall play with two black eyes, but we need people that if somebody fouls somebody too hard, Myisha Hines-Allen is going to be in there ready to fight. She's going to be in there ready to fight. And that is what we need. You need one or two of these people on your team. I know we talk about team chemistry and all that. You know what helps team chemistry? When you know somebody got your back. When you know if somebody do something wrong.
This move isn't just about basketball. It's about psychological warfare. With Myisha Hines-Allen potentially joining the Indiana Fever, the team's identity takes on a far more intimidating edge. You already have Sophie Cunningham, who has become a fan favorite for her fearless, physical defense and willingness to stand up for Caitlin Clark. Cunningham operates as a perimeter enforcer, guarding wings and guard with toughness, athleticism, and zero hesitation when it comes to physical play. Adding Hines-Allen introduces an interior presence who controls the paint with strength and aggression, setting the tone inside, battling bigger players, and making opponents think twice before attacking the rim together. Cunningham and Hines-Allen would form a relentless defensive shield around Clark, covering both the perimeter and the paint. Any opponent trying to pressure Clark on the outside would immediately face Cunningham's physical resistance, while drives to the basket would be met by Hines-Allen's imposing presence inside. Hard screens, aggressive box-outs, and no-nonsense physical responses will become part of the team's identity, creating a system where every action against Clark has consequences. After multiple seasons in which opponents have tested Clark with physical play, Indiana's front office appears to have responded with intention, first by bringing in Cunningham's edge, and now by adding Hines-Allen's power. The message to the rest of the Women's National Basketball Association is unmistakable. Targeting Caitlin Clark will no longer come without a price.
Called on her every game. She, for the most part, is going to be dealing with foul issues. That's just what it is. So we need quality backup center play, and I don't want to rely on Damiris Dantas, but I do really, really like this move of Myisha Hines-Allen. If the Indiana Fever are able to complete this, I think this will be a beautiful, beautiful addition to the roster. I still would like to see another move, man. Ray Burrell, I'm still good with Rebecca Allen coming because she could play the 3 and the 4. She could step out. I think there's more to be done.
The real beauty of this move for the Indiana Fever goes beyond physical protection. It directly elevates the offensive ceiling of Caitlin Clark. When Clark feels secure on the court and trusts that a teammate will back her up, her entire style of play transforms. Instead of hesitating or avoiding contact, she becomes more aggressive, attacking the rim with confidence, holding the ball longer to manipulate defenses, and delivering the kind of daring, creative passes that make her special. Last season, against more physical teams, there were clear moments where she played cautiously, settling for deep shots or moving the ball early to avoid punishment. But with Sophie Cunningham on the perimeter and Myisha Hines-Allen protecting the interior, that hesitation disappears. Clark is free to play her natural, fearless game, and a fully unleashed Clark is arguably the most dangerous offensive weapon in the Women's National Basketball Association. Looking at the full roster, the Fever now appears stacked with both talent and toughness. Clark leads as a franchise engine at point guard, while Kelsey Mitchell provides elite scoring in the backcourt. Cunningham adds grit on the wing, and Aliyah Boston anchors the front court with a presence and consistency. Role players like Lexi Hull bring defensive intensity, Monique Billings adds versatility, and Hines-Allen introduces a new level of interior toughness. Depth pieces such as Tyasha Harris, Damiris Dantas, and Michaela Onyenwere round out a deep, balanced rotation. In a short span, Indiana has transformed what was once a front-court weakness into a major strength, combining skill, experience, and physicality in a way few teams can match. Ultimately, the addition of an enforcer presence gives Indiana something unique, an intimidating identity that impacts both ends of the floor. It signals to opponents that physical play will be met with equal resistance, while simultaneously unlocking Clark's full offensive potential. This isn't just about adding another player. It's about creating an environment where the team star can thrive without limitation. The result is a roster that not only looks like a serious contender, but one that could reshape the competitive balance of the league if everything clicks.